So guys, I'm about to start my session. Shall I initiate with my session? Everybody ready? Anybody who have joined today?
Yeah, good morning. I joined.
Fine. So let's start with the session now.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, first of all, a very good morning to every one of you. Today in this session, we will be covering informal letter, which is general training, right? Okay. So we are covering a general training task 1. Yesterday we have covered task 1, which is the formal letter, and today we will be covering informal letter, right? I am writing, you can look at what I am writing, informal letter. So informal letter, we generally write to those people we know and have good relationship with. Am I correct? We write informal letter to those people whom we know and we have a good relationship with. For example, we have our friends and relatives. Correct? If you're writing informal letter, then there are some key points that you should take into consideration while writing this letter. The very first point is use contractions in your informal letter. Second thing, you should use vocabulary, which is again very important. Then you should use connectors, which is again very important. Then use mini story to elaborate ideas. Right. Now let's go to the structure of writing this letter. Let's go to the structure. So if I talk about the structure, so first we start with the introduction. We start with the dear. Introduction, we call it as dear. And the first name, it can be Rahul, Samir, anything. Then leave a line, start from first paragraph, which is the introductory paragraph. In informal letter, when we are writing the introductory paragraph, first we start with a greeting and then we add purpose of the letter. Correct? Then we explain bullet point 1. Then we explain bullet point 2. Then we explain bullet point 3. Am I correct? Then we write concluding line. And we end with best regards and your name. All clear?
Yes.
Everything is clear to everybody?
Yeah, it's clear.
Shall I move on to the next sheet now?
Yes. Yes.
So, as I told you, greeting. How we write greeting in informal letter? Greeting is hi, how are you, hope you are doing well, all that. So greeting could be I hope this letter finds you in good health. Right? Then it's been so long I haven't heard anything from you. Correct? This is a greeting. Any doubt? So you can simply use this greeting. There are multiple greetings that you can go through. Shall I move on to the next sheet?
Yes.
Okay. So let's take a question to work on. I am taking a question. It is a question which is a thanking based letter. So the question is, you recently, or thanking based, let me take question. Okay, so thanking based letter. The question is, you went to another city, for a training course and stayed at a friend's house for a week. Full stop. They have been great hosts. So you have to write a letter. Now write a letter to your friend. Write a letter to your friend. The 3 bullets are, first is thank them for having you at their house. Right? Second is express your gratitude for their hospitality. Express your gratitude for their hospitality. So this is second bullet. And third bullet we have is say how much you miss them. Say how much you miss them. Question is clear? So this is the informal letter, which is a thanking based letter. All good? All
Yes.
good? Correct.
Yes.
So let's write down the answer of this. So you are writing to your friend. So you will be starting with dear. Any name you can take, Ritu, Rahul, anything. Right? Then leave one line. Start from the first paragraph. Dear Ritu, it was great to see you again after such a long time. After such a long time, comma, and why I have put comma before I, because I am making a compound sentence. And I appreciate the kindness you extended The kindness you extended is a good phrase which is used for, the happiness you have shown, right? Extended to me by allowing me to stay in your house for a week during my training in Mumbai. Is that clear? Then some additional line. It would have been quite difficult for me to find a suitable location on such a short notice. Full stop. Is that clear?
Yes.
Fine. Now, express your gratitude for the hospitality. You're using I reminisce. I reminisce. Reminisce means remember. So it's a vocabulary about the times I spent with your family and relatives. Full stop. I have spent one of the most enjoyable weeks of my life. Spent one of the most enjoyable weeks. One of the most enjoyable weeks of my life. Correct how I'm extending the story? I did not. I told you have to use contraction. So this is the contraction. I didn't. I didn't anticipate. Anticipate. It is again a vocabulary, right? Such a kind. Such a kind welcome from your relatives. It was extremely touching. It was, again, I'm just extending my story to cover up the points. It was extremely touching to see how your near and dears adjusted their plans to accommodate mine. Then connector also during this stay, your mother, you can talk about the name of your mother, Mrs. Shalja, looked after me as if I were her own child. Got it, guys? Shall I move on to the next page?
Yes.
Now, the next bullet point I will be elaborating here. In fact, it's very important to use good connector. In fact, comma, no matter how difficult the training program was for me, I never felt stressed. I never felt stressed when I was with you. I always remember the wonderful time I had with you and your siblings. As a result, I would extend I would like to extend an invitation. I want to invite you. I would like to extend an invitation to you and your loved ones to spend your next holiday in my city. Okay. I will take you all to a trip to nearby famous places which you all would definitely relish. Then concluding line, please convey my best wishes to you all. Then best regards and your name you will provide. Is that clear, everybody? So this is how, when we are writing this letter, we keep track on the words that we are writing, the vocabulary that we are using, the sentence structure, how we are extending the idea, how we are, connecting the idea. So it is very important to look into the formal letter, informal letter, correct?